Kronos' turn. He's going to invent and get technology progress tile number 1. Now it's our turn. 1 chain token. Right away, I want to use this to get a scholar. Keep in mind that the maximum number of scholars that we can have is equal to our era. And currently we're in era 2 because of our milestone. I then want to take this action right here. What is that called again? Yes, sending a diplomat. So we're going to get to take any of our specialists and send them to any of the milestones out here. And I want to learn sailing. Now, if we were to have gone to iron, for instance, because that's a greater milestone than ours, right? It's 1 era advanced, we would have to give Kronos 2 points. But because we're going to the non-player, we're fine. And now we get to take the special ability on that milestone, which in this case is to travel. So first things first, we get a culture aspiration. We then can move a citizen, and because of our special ability here, we can actually move 2 citizens or 1 citizen's 2 spaces. I want to move these 2 from Europe into India. Now we can activate the knowledge tile there using our chain. Of course, we get the sage. And that's going to let us do a gain influence action. I want to gain influence in location 2, right there. So the first thing we have to check is to make sure that we don't already have an influence token placed there. You can only have 1 at each location. So we don't, we're good. We also have to check to make sure that we are the majority culture there. So we have 2 citizens, they each have 1, so we're good. We then also have to make sure that we meet the minimum for placing the influence marker. You can see here in very small writing, the minimum for this influence marker is 2, then 3, then 4, and then 5. We have 2 in the location, so we are able to place this influence marker. So we just grab the citizens, bring them back into our home board. They would become whatever the idea was here, but since there isn't one, we look at that rightmost card. That's economic, so they're going to become traders. And now we can place this. We're going to get those 5 points. And we count up the number of face-up influence markers that we have. And right now we have 1, 2, so we gain 2 influence. Now if we had more chain markers, we could actually take some of the chain actions that are on those influence markers, but you only get to do that once and then you flip it over. And so you'll be getting less influence in the future. So I think I want to keep them face up. I really don't have a choice because I'm out of chain markers, but there we go. We just need to flip that. Get that back. And now as a consequence of all that, we know sailing. So we can invent something that requires sailing. Oh, I forgot to flip this. There we go. Now for our culture tile, I think I want this one. This is going to let us travel to any location when we travel rather than just adjacent. And now we can build one of these. And let's go ahead and do that. Let's build this right here in the middle. That's going to give us +1 to our influence. That knocks us over the line, so next turn we'll actually have 2 chain actions. That'll be great. Now the cost for that is 1 + 1, that's 2, but I have a 2 discount there. Okay, wants to invent. Love that, because that's going to give us another influence. Can never have too much of that. And getting the number 4 economic progress tile. There we go, that's it. Kronos is going to present an idea. And now we, I think, are going to finally get out of Era 2 and have a eureka moment. So we're going to move everything down. And now we keep mathematics up there because our cotton is actually in a previous era. So you only place it above milestones that are of a lower or equal era. And I think I want to take Greek fire to place someone on top of there. And now you don't get to take this action. You're just placing your diplomat on there. But we do get to move our hourglass into era 4. And we can select from those 4 different actions and immediately take it. I'm tempted by a few of those, but I think I want to present an idea. Let's start by presenting glass right down there. That's going to take a thinker. And that's going to let me present another idea. So now we're going to present this one up there. That actually takes 2 traders, which we have. That special ability is going to let me place a citizen from the supply out here anywhere I want. Yeah, let's go down here. Okay, there we go. That's it. That's super nice because now we're in era 4, so we can have up to 4 scholars, and that also means that we can build 3 of these at a time. Oh, and we forgot to move the market, and then we're going to get 2 cards. I'll get this catapult. And we'll get eyeglasses. Now, do we want to build one of these now? If we wanted to, we could build all 3. Now, we just don't have enough specialists here to sort of afford to do so. That's the problem. Although we could build one right here. I think I'll leave it for now. Ooh, okay, look at this. He can't do that because he has his pillar there. He can't go to the same forum. Also, every spot is filled, so he can't do that for multiple reasons. So we're going to go down to the next one. He can't innovate because, again, he has a pillar there, so we have to keep going. And so he has to come down to this one. So that's calling specialists. He's going to move to the next region where he has at least 1 citizen. He only has 1 on the board, so he goes all the way around, grabs it, and then he's going to gain a progress tile. He's taking the number 2 economic. And then he can chain into a travel. So he's going to move to the next region with a sage. He's going to grab the sage, and unfortunately, he's going to take these points. Ugh, that's a shame. He's going to get a progress tile, so he already has that one. That's the number 3 technology. So he'll just take the next one, the number 4 technology. Now, because the knowledge tile is on the 2 victory point side, he's just going to gobble up all the victory points, because he has another one of these left. So in this case, he's going to get 6 victory points and then flip all those back over. However, when he does that, that does end his turn. He's not going to go on to the next action. That was incredibly unfortunate. I was really hoping to pick up those victory points. On to Kronos. Yep, he's inventing and taking technology tile number 3. Okay, our turn. So we're moving our epoch marker to here. This is the gain influence action. You've seen it before. You love it. We're going to do it right here in location 7, South America. We have the majority. We have 3 tokens there, so we can place this guy right here and get 3 points. Bring them home. They all become thinkers. And 1, 2, 3 face-up influence markers. And, oh, by the way, we had 2 of those at the start of our turn. And now we can actually use them if we want to activate one of these. So that would just give us an influence. This would let us present an idea, but there's no space for that. I do want to do this one, though. That's going to let us invent. So we're going to flip that over. Yeah, I want to invent up there. So I'm going to have to use my scholars. Now you can see there on the card, there's an extra cost, which is we have to exhaust another trader in addition to the one we placed there. So again, I'm going to take this scholar and just exhaust them. So that worked out great. We are really working towards these goals of ours. We already have a 2 and a 3, and that will be our 4th invention, our Era 4 invention. So we'll just need one Era 5 invention before the end of the game to get these 10 points. And then right here, we have our influence markers on 2, 5, and 7. So we just need to get one in region 4, and then we'll get those 10 points. Both of those two things should be very doable, so that's great. So I know exactly what technology tile I want. I want number 5. This is going to let me travel and then share an invention, or share an invention and then travel. And I definitely want to build. Let's build. I want to get this one out for sure. The problem is I don't get a discount with this. So let's put this over somewhere out of the way. Yeah, we'll just put it right here. So that'll just cost me 1 exhausted thinker. Now these have a base cost of 2. But I want to build this one right here. And this spot means that you get a 2 discount. And since it's not next to anything else, that's going to be for free. Now this tile is giving us 3 points at the end of the game for every culture tile that is part of a group that is adjacent to this tile. So I just need to build a culture tile right there, and then I'll have 3 of those attached for 9 points, and that's the plan. Since I have these 2 guys that can be exhausted, and they're just going to refresh here right at the end of the era, I might as well also go ahead and build this guy. Yeah, I gotta throw him down here, out of the way, and spin these 2. Okay. But hey, we got some things built. That's good. Once again, can't do that. Can do that. Which gives us another influence. Gotta love that. So they're going to be placing a diplomat on the first milestone that doesn't have any of their diplomats on it, and they're going to go in a counterclockwise direction from their private milestone. So that's going to be mathematics, and then they're going to get points based on the era of that milestone, in this case 3. That's the end of era 3. So let's go through the cleanup. Kronos goes up there, gets 5 points. They're then going to advance their milestone. That just goes back to the supply. And then the non-player character is going to do the same. Jumps forward, is already in first. We have to lose 2 influence. So that knocks us back down. They get 2 points for the sage. And we get a scholar. Everybody refreshes. Shuffle these into the bottom of the deck. I remember that I haven't flipped over an invention like I always do. Get our season pillars. Remove this marker. Any untended ideas from the 3rd era would get discarded, but it looks like we're all 4s. I believe we're ready for the 4th era. Kronos is going to move over and innovate because he can't share that particular invention. And our turn, I want to immediately do a Eureka. Now our cotton is going to fall off here. And when our diplomat falls off the edge there, they become a scholar. think I'll go for vaccination. And I really want to share. So we're going to go right there, and we're going to share our Era 4 invention. Now that wealth tile we already have, so instead we're just going to get a wild aspiration. I think I'll probably make that economy, but we'll see. And look at this. 4 points times 2. That's 8 points. That's fantastic. Kronos innovated, so they're going to get an extra person into the location. And of course, we get the card. And, oh, I have 2 of these. Let's not forget that. Because I'm going to need to spend one right now to use this technology tile. We just did a share an invention action. So, spend an influence, token, and now we can do a travel as well. And we flip that over. Now, I can move 2 spaces, and I can move from anywhere to anywhere. Just going to move over there with those 2. Oh, and let's not forget, when we travel, we get a cultural aspiration. And now I'm going to use my last one of these. Take that sage. That's going to let us prepare one of our ideas. I want to prepare eyeglasses. Should we flip that? We're going to need 2 thinkers. And that's also going to let us place, boom, right in there. Man, that was a great turn. Oh, I also meant to use this to get another scholar. That is excellent. And now we have to figure out what we want. I think I'm going to take this one. This is going to let us, you know, when we do the call specialist action, grab people from anywhere. So that's going to be useful, because we're going to want them off the board and onto our thing here so we can start building. Now for this one, ooh, I think I want an econ. Yeah, since we want to do a lot of building, we'll use this one. We can place one of these markers on here to get a discount. That'll be lovely. I want to build at least one thing, I think. Let's go ahead and build this. That's going to cost 1, 2, 3, 4 minus 3. So that'll cost 1. And we'll get this, so that'll be handy. We can probably use that next turn. And we're getting a 2 discount on this one. So that'll be 1, 2, 3 minus 2. That'll be a 1, and I can use one of my scholars. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's do that. Okay, there's nowhere to do that. Everything's filled. So it's going to come down here. Always gets the leftmost victory point, so that's 5. If he had a citizen there, he would remove it, but he doesn't. And then we're just going to chain into an event. So that's going to be eyeglasses. And takes the 5 technology tile. No other chaining. Done. Comes over here and is gonna share because they can now. They have presence there. So because they share, they get the wealth tile. I'm gonna get 3 points. Kronos gets an extra citizen there, and then they take the card because they invented it. Okay, now our turn. Oh, and look at this. We forgot to get one of these. Ooh, nice. I'm going to get microscope. That's lovely. All right. I think this is going to work. I'm getting 2 of these. And I want to take this action right here. This is called Call Diplomat. This actually lets us remove one of our diplomats and bring him back to our house. They'll become a scholar. I want to remove this one from vaccination. Now, because this is my private milestone, even though I don't have a diplomat on it, I still know vaccination. So I can still use that to invent things. Now I get to take this action. So I get to travel, get a cultural aspiration, and I can move wherever I want, and I can do up to 2 moves. 1. Actually, let's have them go in there as well. Oh no, that's not right. Hold on. I need 1 to go in there. Okay, and now I get to activate the knowledge tile in the second place that I moved. So that's going to be right there. Get the sage. That's going to let me gain influence. And we're going to be gaining influence there in location number 4. And I'm going to use my 5. All 5 of these become traders. We have way too many traders. Getting 3 points there. And now I want to use my last chain here. That's going to let me present an idea. Oh, wait. And I'm also getting 1, 2, 3 influence. Flip that. I want to present my microscope. Put a thinker on there. That's going to let me share an invention. And yeah, we're going to share those eyeglasses. Now, once again, I already have that wealth. So I want a wild. It's going to be another 8 points. Yes. We have finally caught up with this bot. That's fantastic. And they're going to get the card. Woo, okay. Love it. It's a hard choice. Maybe this one. This will let us get some more tiles. Oops. So we'll do that there. And then for the cultural one, let's see here. We have 2, 3, and 5. All right, let's just take this one. That might come in handy. That will let us, when we move eras, we can take any of the benefits. And we're going to build. So we're going to get another trader. That's what we needed. And that's going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4 minus 3. So it's only going to be 1. This can go anywhere. So let's just pop it over here. That's going to be a 1, 2 as a base cost, 3. No discount. And we can use anything. And then I really want this to go in here and complete this. So this is going to be really expensive. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But we can use this to make it a -2. So that'll be 4. So 6 minus 2, 4, -2, 2. And we'll just use these guys. Okay, that works. That works. That works. That's fine. And now this is all connected. So that's going to be 12 points. And we could add a cultural tile here. We could add one here. Fantastic. Woo! Okay, that's us done. Okay, they can't do that because they already have a pillar there. Ah, but they can do that. And unfortunately, I'm not anywhere on that, so I'm not going to benefit at all. So it looks like they're going to get 6 points and that wealth tile. And they're going to get the card. But no chaining, so that's pretty good. Could be worse, could be worse. Coming down here, inventing. And getting a number 7 technology. And now look at this. We have 3 of these chain tokens. Can we take advantage of them, though? That's the question. Okay, I think I have a really good plan here. We're going to innovate. I want to innovate on this glass. So we're going to need a thinker. Got to use my scholar. Now the cool thing is you get to replace them right away. So we'll get a thinker right back. And now we can do that, which is calling specialists. Now the cool thing is I have this power here that lets me call any number of specialists from anywhere on the map. Oh, look at this. I forgot to get a new idea. Ooh. There we go. Take that calculator. Okay. I'm going to grab those two. And they're going to become thinkers as well. And those two will also become thinkers because of the rightmost card. Okay, that's good. I need a bunch of them. Now, we shouldn't forget when we do that action, we actually get an economic aspiration. And then we can chain one of our inventions. And I want to chain this writing to do some travel. Okay, so once again, we get a culture aspiration. Then I move that person over there. Get the sage. And with our last chain, we can now do an invention. And I want to do that microscope up there. The prerequisite for that is vaccination, which is my private milestone. Now, in addition to that thinker, I need to actually exhaust 2 thinkers as well. It's expensive, but that's the Era 5 invention that I need to complete my goal. So this is fantastic. And also, I keep forgetting this. When we invent, we get a technology aspiration. Now, in addition, I wanted to use this to activate that economic tile, which would just give us either an econ or a culture. Let's go econ. So boom, we have all sorts of aspirations there. And now excuse me while I figure out which tiles I want. 7 is good. Yeah, let's go 7. For culture, we have a bunch. We don't have 1 yet. Or 4. Let's go ahead and grab 4. And now for econ, 7 might be helpful. I'll take 7. And I'll take 6. It's not going to be that helpful. Actually, it could be. Let's take it. And I'm not sure how much we can build. I would like to build this one, though, if I could. I could probably get one of these econ ones in. Or maybe we shouldn't do that right now. Maybe we just throw it up here for free. That's 3 with a 3 discount. And then we could also just do that. That's 4 with a 3 discount. Boom. Okay, we'll call that good. Okay, wants to innovate. Looks like he can innovate on my microscope. Then he's going to chain into a call specialist. So he's going to move to the next region where he has a citizen. Brings them back. Going to get a tile. He already had the number 3 technology tile, so he's going to have to go all the way to the number 6. He almost has every technology tile. Then gets to chain again into a travel. This guy's taking a turn like I do. He's going to go to the next place with a sage. Places out a citizen, gets a progress tile, another brown one. I think he has all the brown ones. Yeah, the only technology tiles he doesn't have are 1 and 7, which are gone. So when that happens, I'm not sure what happens, to be honest. Yeah, I can't find what happens when all the tiles are gone, so I'm just going to say that he doesn't get to take one. And that's it. He's out of chain action, so he can't do any more actions with this travel. Although, even if he doesn't have chain actions, he still flips the knowledge tile, but he doesn't get a benefit. That is going to be a lot of juicy points here. Hopefully I'll be able to jump on that. And there we go. That's the end of Era 4. Hephaestus gets his third chain token. At 6 points. Gets 2 points for the Sage. Gotta do all this again. Always goes to the rightmost spot. Ooh, these 3 sages become 3 scholars. I can hold 5 scholars, luckily. Looks like I'm going to lose 2 influence. All these guys come up. So we got a ton of specialists. Oh no, we're moving into round 5, so all these 4s go away. And I get to replace mine. Okay, there we go. Now we're done. Kronos, and yep, boom. He's going to be sharing this, so he's getting this tile. Three points. And they get the card. All right. I think I'm just going to Eureka. So we'll get this guy as a scholar. Let's get computer. Yeah. And then I want to grab call specialists. That's going to give us economic aspiration, which we really want. I'm going to go ahead and take all of these guys, and they're going to become traders. Luckily, there's no limit, as far as I know. And then, oh, we have 2 of these. And, oh, also forgot to reset all this. Should have done that at the end of the era. Let's use this in order to do a travel. Just going to travel right to there. Oh, get a culture. And I'm just going to get those 8 points. Definitely important I snag those points while they were still there. Do we have all the econ? We don't have number 1. Let's just take that. And we have 1. We don't... Oh, yeah, we have 2. We have 3. We don't have 4. Or 6. Let's just go ahead and take 4. And now I definitely want to play some of these. I really want to play this tech. Looks like the cheapest place would be right here. That would just be 3. So let's go ahead and do that. So that's just 1, 2, 3 like that. Then, I mean, Era 6, I could hold 6 of these guys. So let's just go ahead. Oh, I could place it right here. Yeah, I'll do it here. That's 4 with a 2 discount. So that's just going to be 2. Let's play this. But I want to play that there. Or there, really. It could go there. Okay. I'll play this here. So we'll get another scholar. And that's going to cost 6 minus 3. So that's going to be 3. 2, 3. And then we can play this here. So minus 2 discount here. This is going to be 7 cost. But a 2 discount because of the spot, 2 discount here, and then we can do this for another 2 discount. So that's only going to cost 1. Beautiful. And now we have this one little spot here for something that we will do later. Let's see what Hephaestus is up to. Okay, he can't do that because his pillar is in that forum. So instead he wants to share. He can do that for sure. And it looks like he's going to share down here. So that's going to be 3 points. This tile. And the card. Easy enough. Kronos is just going to present an idea. Come here. We're going to bring this guy back. Okay, another trader. An entire society of traders here. That's all good. We got 2 of these. We're going to take one of them down here. And we're going to share our microscope. So we're going to get that wealth tile. That's the one I want to put right here. We're also going to get 5 points. And I get the card, and there we go. I've completed my goal. I have a 2, 3, 4, and 5 era invention. And now I want to activate my tech using that. That's going to let me present an idea. Yeah, we'll present the dynamite down here. Or are we better off doing it up there? Yeah. No, let's do it here, because then, yeah, this is right. Okay, so we're going to have to use a scholar, because we're out of artisans, and then that's going to let me go right on here. So we're going to use another scholar, and then exhaust 1. There we go. 5 is the only economic tile I have left. Got all the rest, and we won't build anything yet. We'll wait. I also just need to replace that. Okay. Okay, can't do that. Can't do that. So it's coming down here and is going to send out a diplomat and score 5 points. That's annoying. Okay, final round. And now for our last turn, I really think the best thing that we can do is just share our dynamite. We're here. I would like to get one more influence, though, so I get those 5 points as well. Can we do both? That's the question. Okay, I don't think there's that much more I can do here. I think I will do this to get another scholar. And then we'll just go there. We'll go here. Boom. That will let us go here. Which will let us come down here, We'll share our dynamite. That's going to give us 5 points. We'll get the card as well. And there's nothing here, so we'll just get a wild. I'll also use this to get one of these. But it doesn't matter. None of those matter. I'm going to put this on. Like that. That's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of anything. And I've got all these traders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And that's us tapped out. We are done. Still can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. Has to do that. So he's going to get to place an influence token. 6 points. Then he can chain into an invention. And game's over. It doesn't matter which tile he takes. He'll just take one. There we go. That is it. We are completely done. We now just go immediately into final scoring. Okay, let's do our scoring first. First thing we get is points based on where our influence track is. We didn't quite get to that 5, so we're only getting a point for that. That's a shame. Now I'm going to go ahead and get points for 2 of my goal cards. We accomplish that one, and we accomplish this one. So that's going to be 10 and 10, 20 points. All the way to 81. And now we're going to get points for our wealth tiles. So this one is giving us 3 points per culture tile that is sort of in a group attached with this one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 18 points. Gets us to 99. This one's giving us 3 points for each pair of economy and culture tiles. Not counting this one, of course. So we have 6 and 6, so that's another 18 points. This one's giving us 4 points for each similar type of invention here. For each pair. We only managed 2 pairs, actually. So that's going to be 8. And then this is giving us a point for every 2 of our citizens that aren't in our supply. We have 30 citizens and 2 left. That means we got 28 out. That's another 14 points. So we ended at 139. We can now just add up the points that Kronos and Hephaestus got. Now, I said we were playing on easy difficulty. The thing is, really the only thing that changes is the number of points that they get for each item. So you can kind of just see like whether, you won on easy, did you win on medium, did you win on hard? It doesn't really change anything. So on easy, they're getting 2 points for every card and 2 points for every progress tile, and then 3 points for every wealth tile. 18, 20, 30, 40, 6, 49, 52, 55, 58, 61. That gets them to 128. So there you go. That's actually a win on easy difficulty. Let's see how many extra points they would have gotten on medium difficulty. Basically, it's just a point more for everything. There were 23 here, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So that would be 28 more points. That would have gotten them to 156. So yeah, that would not have been a win on regular difficulty, but it is a win on easy. And honestly, I'm surprised because I don't find easy to be that easy in this game at all. So that was a great game. Now on the back, on the solo scoring, there's also something called accolades. It's kind of an alternative way to score just to try to get at least 8 accolades. And there's like 12 different things here where you can get different accolade points for doing them. So I thought for fun, let's just see how many accolades I managed to score here. I wasn't really trying to go for these, but let's see. So beating the bot scoring would give you 2 accolades. So we were playing on easy, so let's give us those 2 accolades. It says to beat bots after sharing all inventions on the board that they have presented. Okay, well, I think for sure we would not have done that, because that's 10, 14, 24. Yeah, we definitely wouldn't have gotten that. Beat bot scoring by 20 plus points. We did not do that. Have 10 plus inventions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. Have 2 plus inventions from Era 5. Now that we managed to do. We have dynamite and microscope, so that is worth 1 accolade, so we're at 3 accolades. Score 6 or more wealth tiles, and we only did 4. Have 7 progress tiles of 1 type. Oh, wow, we got really close to that. We have 6 of 2 of them, but nope. Have all 7 spaces on the main board filled with ideas. Oh, nope, we're 1 space short there. All of your presented cards currently on the main board are invented. Ah, no, that's not true at all. Have all your citizens in played? No, we were close to doing that. Ah, here we go. Fill every space on your society's progress board. We have done that. Every space is filled. That's worth 2 accolades. Hey, so that's 5 accolades. And then have 8 plus influence at the end of the game. We didn't do that either. So we ended up with 5 accolades, and that is, our society category was medieval. But we were very close to being technologically advanced. Well, so there you go. That was a complete solo playthrough of Inventions: Evolution of Ideas. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.